put into alphabetical order is going to be the map list.
Oh, that's not an easy thing to change.
Really? Then
Yeah, because of the indexing order. But it's like if I change something on the arena, and then it's gonna mess up skirmish, and random map is gonna be screwed up. So
mm-hmm.
like,
There's many
and then
different
every
places.
every time every time a new map gets added, then it has to go like there needs to be many changes to multiple files to reorder everything, and it's still not organized alphabetically in non-English languages. So many reasons to not do it, only one reason to do it.
Well, the game has started.
Nice.
Um, there's a couple seconds delay, so let me know if it doesn't work, and we can. I can see if I can share my screen instead of just the application. Maybe that'll work without crashing.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna watch this stream.
Okay. So Watering Hole is the map. Eery
Mm-hmm.
is playing on the devastating Celts, and LaVoitureNoire is picking up the Romans. First time seeing him play the Romans, as the Romans have just been released last week.
Oh yeah, and we're also playing on a Roman terrain set,
Yes.
which is very fitting.
Are there a particular influence for these trees? Like they almost look like palm trees, but
No, they're just like regular trees. They have 100 or 200 wood in them, I mean, depending on their size. But no, no, every difference is just purely visual, no, stat differences between them.
okay.
Hmm.
LaVoitureNoire choosing to stay in his base with this engineer, not scouting, not doing anything around. So that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, he just built a storehouse on berries like preemptively, even though he is gathering from hunts.
It is a nice double storehouse, though. I will say that.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
You're right.
But it does mean that
Preemptively.
his castellum is gonna be late, and we all know how Eerie likes his spearman rushes. So
That's
makes me
right.
wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder if he's gonna be having a bit of a problem defending that. But we'll see. We'll see. Roman spearmen are quite tanky and quite beefy,
Yeah, it still
and
hasn't
they're
dropped it down, and
yeah.
Eery is pushing across the map. So maybe, yeah, it looks like LaVoitureNoire is going to be greedy. This is sort of his style. He's greedy as possible. Um, so he's gathering stone right now instead of getting up Castellum.
Now he does have the resources for it. I mean, my stream is a little behind yours, so he probably already has put it down. But
No, he still hasn't. That's what I'm saying. He's got 300
oh,
wood in the bank, um,
oh,
up to 80
yeah.
stone right now, and he's just chilling on. Just ticked up to age 2. So, yeah, Eery's starting to pressure. He's going to get this storehouse for free. On the hunt. I don't know how you come back from this. Eery is getting house, so it's going to stop the production of spearmen right now and villagers as well for the time being, but it's going to be difficult for LaVoitureNoire to come up against.
Is he going for a fast second TC? Yeah, it sure looks like it.
It definitely does look like it. But with this many spearmen, and unless he puts it literally in the back of his base, he might be able
Yeah,
to deny it straight up.
yeah, probably. I mean, he should put it on
This guy's
he
13
should
villagers.
probably adjacent to his first TC and use the engineer to help build. But yeah,
Yep.
Erie's still making experiment, so
He's got
love it
everybody
all.
on it. He's got everybody and the engineer on it. He scouted out just in front of his TC to make sure that the spearmen weren't going to come out, and he'll have enough time to get it all up.
Mhm.
Greedy play seemingly working, unless Eery can pressure enough with a single town center to do something.
Wouldn't Romans be a good tower rush civ because they have the engineer to go build? Yeah, that's one of the ways you can use your engineer.
I've
Still
not
haven't
seen that yet.
seen.
Yes.
Yeah. Keyword being get. As the meta develops, expect to see more aggressive strategies with the Romans using
Yeah.
the engineer. We'll see. Yeah. But LaVoitureNoire is an H2 with 2 TCs. Eery is still not an H2, or
Yeah.
at least at the time I'm saying this.
Nope.
Yeah.
He just got up to H2, and instead of going for a super quick second town center in the back of this, he's actually taking the water.
That's fine. I mean, let's see what he needs to produce. He needs to make villagers and longswordsmen, and those units are food heavy, so it doesn't matter what your second economic production facility is. If it's a TC or a dock, it's still fine. You can just make fishing boats, and it also gives him map control, so it's a 2 for 1 for him, really.
Wow, this is something I did not expect. But a Praetorium going up for LaVoitureNoire
Is he opening the Corians against Celts?
against
Against Eerie's Celts out of all
against
people.
9
Okay.
spearmen who are already on the
Okay.
board, getting Castellum up as well. But his first building was the Praetorium. I don't even think he
Yeah.
had more than 2 people on gold yet. So he's gonna eat through his
Yeah.
entire gold stash in one fell swoop.
Yeah, pretty
It's like
much. The
boom, all
Koreans
the
are
gold gone.
really, really gold heavy. Yes. So we'll see. We'll see. Eerie is still on 1 TC. Just put down a second town center, but
Yeah,
it's still not up.
yeah. But
Yeah.
he's taking like half the map, getting out a third fishing boat.
Yeah.
He's gonna scout now where all of the production of LaVoiture is coming into, or is being made. So be able to harass that for a little bit. And this Decorion essentially can't do anything against
No.
these 9 spearmen.
He will
Spearmen,
get snared to death. Infinite snare.
yeah,
Uh,
quick 100 health loss, 100 gold loss.
oh my god, Lavatoire's the Koreans look so cool. Everybody already using
Oh wow, his shields
the
are awesome.
yeah.
Oh, he can't afford to bleed out these legionaries. They're going to be absolutely critical in the defense here. You were switching to longswordmen, which is definitely the counter. It's going to be legionaries. In Roman v Roman, it's legionaries versus legionaries, and Roman v Celt, it's going to be legionaries versus longswordsmen. But at least in age 2, I think Celts have the advantage with their druids, right?
Yeah, yeah. Celts versus Romans is quite
He's moving out.
uh yeah, Celts versus Roman is quite in favor of Celts early on.
Colino took like a couple hits and was already down to like 500 HP, which is pretty crazy. He's moving up with his engineer to make a dock on the water, but let's see.
I don't think Eery is gonna let him.
And he has scouted that Eery is on the water, so this is definitely a response to that.
I will say though, if he manages to keep his Decorians alive, the Decorians are very good at dealing with ships because of their massive health pool and their 50% pierce armor.
Yes, and we saw that in that other game on the community challenge. I still remember there's like
Yeah,
8 Decorians running by like 5 triremes, and they just shrugged off all of the volleys. It was very.
yeah, yeah.
Eery making 2 swan ships, so he's got 2 docks out right now. Oh, Tuar doesn't have the wood. Oh, he does have the wood to make. Wow, the Librium is 110 gold as well.
Liburnian? Yeah, the Liburnian is.
Liburnian.
Yeah, they have the same stats as Byreams, so 2 pop, 110 wood, 110 gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
LaVoitureNoire tried to push out, but he's gonna get caught by both the army in the middle of the watering hole of Eery, as well as the 2 swan ships who are coming up to defend. And there goes the dock of LaVoitureNoire. seems like the theme against Eery in most matches. Players get stuck in their base, forced to scrounge for every inch of map control they can. But these resources like the second gold and the third gold are going to be very hard to contest with Eery continuously doing such a great job of coming in, poking a bit, disrupting gathering time, and then just running back out. I tried to do a similar thing this morning on the ladder against Verhoover, but
man, I gotta say, LaVoiture's army is looking so cool. I'm just enjoying looking at those
he's taking
purple
this fight.
Decorion.
He's taking
Can
this
he though?
fight. He seems like he can. It's going to be pretty even. I think these swan ships are going to be the deal breaker. At least. Oh wow, he's really doing a great job in this fight. The pop is even, but
keep in mind, LaVoiture's army is much more expensive than Eery's. Those Decorions are huge gold sinks.
yeah,
And
yeah, and all the rest of his army is like half health. So some of these pot shots that Eery's getting off with these swan ships are super powerful.
oh, they're asking you to enable game time. So can you just press F11 and enable the clock?
I don't know why that wasn't there from the beginning. It's not like I disable game time. And actually,
Yeah, I mean, just quick key press will fix everything.
the Decorions are doing great work against the swan ships, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, yeah. They also have like some snare of their own, so they're very, very good against all sorts of ships.
Both taken down. And in the middle of the map, it's the druids that are going to be able to turn the tide of this battle, I think.
Yeah, that's like that's where like the biggest difference comes for the Celts in this matchup in H2. Romans do not have access to healing. Celts do, and the Roman really doesn't want to take skirmishes and do half done fights, because the Celt will just heal back up while the Roman army is just injured.
Okay, another big fight in the middle, and I think somehow, some way. Oh, I think LaVoiture's coming out on top again. Yeah, I think he is. Despite the two druids in the back, he is coming out on top. These Decorions are solid. I don't think there's enough spearmen in this army to do the damage to the Decorions that he needs to do. But now everything in his army is pretty much half health.
Yeah, these are not cost-effective trades for LaVoiture, actually.
Oh man!
I mean,
now
he's winning
down
the fight,
40
though.
pop though.
Yeah.
Tried to get up a nice guard tower here. That would have been great against the incoming swan ships, but instead he's forced to get up the Liburnian.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry for the weird names. We just had to stick to the original designs of the developers.
No,
They
that
are
makes sense.
you'll get used to it. Like you're used to Hippicon, Prodromos, Sarisophoroi,
Exactly.
Peltas. You'll just get used to this soon enough. There's the first Liburnian, but
Yeah,
the battle seems to be already lost.
it went down just as quickly as it got trained, and the dock again falls.
I mean, Liburnian versus Swanship is like literally the two ends of the spectrum. You have the weakest, you have the strongest ship going to battle, and you had two Swanships to one Liburnian. It doesn't really get any worse than this. Lee Burnham, yeah, Troll Hercules, yeah, I can't wait. Actually, have you seen him around? I haven't seen him online for a while now. Yeah, no, give you anxiety. I really want to see him play the Romans and try and pronounce the unit names like Centurion, Decurion, Primus Pilis, Liburnian, Praetorium, Presidium, Castellum. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
All of these villagers. He was doing such a great job scouting. He's got watch posts across the map, vision across the map. So he knows whenever LaVoiture tries to make a sneaky push out of his base to get some resources.
Yeah, Eery is just so very good at constantly having map vision, especially as Celts. Like, LaVoitureNoire really can't move out without him knowing. And he will punish him immediately.
He's making watch posts in the middle of the space.
Yeah.
LaVoitureNoire has 29 people on gold right now.
Oh, that sounds like a Roman macro situation to me.
Out of the 53 villagers he has. 53
Yeah.
villagers to the 80 of Eery. Oh my goodness. I think LaVoitureNoire just stopped making villagers at some point.
Possibly, yeah. I do see some villagers in the queue for him, but yeah, he dropped quite a few. Yeah.
Oh, another fight in the middle. This is going to be it. If
Zoni is saying LaVoitureNoire needs Scorpios, but he is in H3, that's the problem. He's still stuck in H2, and Eery is getting gift of Sequana, getting Longswordsman champion, so he's really taking up to steamroll that Roman army.
But the armory upgrades of LaVoitureNoire should be good enough, at least for the time being. And yeah, the army of LaVoitureNoire is stronger. But again, like all of these hurt units from the Celts can just be easily healed up by the Druids, who are on 2 HP and 4 HP respectively.
Yeah, the Corians are really good at sniping Druids though, so if LaVoitureNoire microed his Decorians onto the Druids, they would just smash them to bits very easily, very fast.
This is painful. The water supremacy here by Eery, just constantly denying any push out by LaVoitureNoire, who's still in age 2, doesn't have the food, doesn't have the gold, doesn't have the wood to age up to age 3, and oh no, he's losing 18 Decorions in the middle of this map. Cannot
18 Decorions?
Sorry, Legionaries, not Decorions.
Oh, I was like, you cannot have 18 Decorions.
Bugs fix incoming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to establish the position on the water here with the guard tower. Getting out some Liburnian. Liburnian, yeah.
Liburnian, yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, it's definitely not librarian.
So now he, LaVoitureNoire has some pierce armor, some pierce damage of his own, but it's not going to be enough. This time his army is worse for wear. Doesn't have what he needs, doesn't have the numbers. Eery had 180 of 180 pop. This guard tower is doing wonders against the swan ships, but now the land army of Eery is just so much stronger and larger. And LaVoitureNoire is really struggling here for food. He's only got 5 people on food. And these 5 people are going to run out of their one and only source of food right now. I think he just sold everything he had. A lot of gold he had for some food.
Yeah, it's not looking very good for him. He's down to half the population of Eery right now.
Yeah. This is actually, I think, a much better game compared to last game, where he was essentially stuck in his base the entire time without pushing out, which was the game.
If nothing else, we got to see some sick-looking purple Romans.
Yeah.
If you thought red Romans looked cool, you should have thought otherwise, because purple Romans are even cooler.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's holding on for the time being. He's trying to get some more people on food and gold. Actually, he's about to run out of gold, but that's gonna be it.
Yeah, things
You're
are
taking
looking quite grim for LaVoitureNoire at the moment. I do like the fact that he has built some Milariums too. Not many people built them. Yeah, just one of those things that needs to, get used to.
Yeah, just to make sure that he was able to get that, the defender's advantage even further out, right?
Yeah. Well, there's the GG. Good game. Varigol saying in the chat that LaVoitureNoire could use Clinicus, but Clinicus is H3. That's the problem. Like, he was one tech tier behind.
Yeah. He when you're the Romans and when you take a bad fight, you always feel like you want to remax, and it's kind of hard to invest that 300 gold in going to the third age when you know that at any time that 300 gold is very much needed to make sure you don't lose to Eery pushing into your base. But yeah, excellently played for both players. Let me switch. Actually, let's look at the quest stats. I think at some point LaVoitureNoire stopped making villagers. Yeah. Yeah, that might have been more of his downfall as opposed to anything else in this game. That being said, I don't know where you would put your villagers if you did have more of them, because
Yeah, he didn't really have map control, so like probably the best he could do was to maybe get some more wood and make some farms. But yeah, Eery just had too much map control and having the water. I think one of the things that LaVoitureNoire could have done better though in that game was sniping the druid with his Decurions. Like one of the main reasons I added bonus against priests to all Roman officers, particularly the